Today, I'm going to be breaking down Lonely at the Top, the remix by Asake and H.E.R, where, as usual, I'm going to be talking you through the various elements that I'm picking up on as we go through it. Okay, so a couple of key moments within the track. Firstly, we've got the rhythm and the slight nuances within it. Secondly, really like the fact that they bring H.E.R in early on the track. And thirdly, the feature itself. And we are going to be talking about this and more in today's video. Right, grab your headphones. Let's get into some music.
At the top, lonely, lonely, lonely. Money on my mind, money, money. Don't care what they yarning about me in particular. Out here on the road chasing my dream because I know.
Okay, right, so we have just tipped over into the pre-chorus. So let's talk about what we've had in the intro and in the verse. Okay, so kicking off with the intro as we always do. We've got 8 bars and we've got various elements within those 8 bars. We've got the melody, we've got guitars, we've got some light percussions, and we've got a wood instrument. I'm referring to it as a wood instrument because I can't be sure exactly what it is. Sounds like a flute to me, but it could just as easily be something else. We get some vocal elements, and we get a nice transition that takes us out of the intro into the first verse. Talking about the first verse, I want to focus on 2 things, rhythm and vocals. On the rhythm side, pay attention to what's going on with the kick drum. What you notice is that we get a double hit of that kick towards the back end. But if you're counting the first beat of the first verse as the first bar, what you'll notice is that on that second bar, we only get 1 hit of the kick. 3 and 4, the double kick comes back in, and that's a repeated theme that happens throughout that first verse. Pay attention to what's going on with the snare. What you'll notice is that it follows very tightly to the rhythm of the kick drum. Only on that second bar, when we get the single hit of the kick, we still get a double hit of the snare. Moving on to the vocals, I want to pay particular attention to H.E.R at this point because I really like the fact that they bring H.E.R in from the get-go. You know, typically with featured artists, you only begin to get elements of their vocals in the lead up or as we're just about to tip over into their verse. Here, they bring H.E.R in at the beginning, but I particularly like the way that they are using the vocals to simply follow up on Asake's lead vocal with repeated phrases like money, money, money and lonely, lonely, lonely. But what you will notice is that it only occurs on the first 2 parts of his verse. On the latter parts of his verse, this is where we begin to get more traditional layered vocals come in. And I just think overall it's a really nice touch because it lets us know as the listener that we've got a new person on the track, but they've done it in a way where actually it doesn't spoil her entry into the track, which occurs on the second verse. So let's go back and let's listen. Okay, melody, guitars, light percussions, wood instrument coming in, boom. Transition. Boom.
Lonely, lonely, lonely. Money on my mind, money, money. Don't care
Follow up there.
About me in particular. Out here on the road chasing my dream because I know.
There's those traditional vocals now.
If you want to let Jack come along, you can find anybody na money I want. But they hear what the people they talk. Want to get Asake let love. It's a love when I want to get another one. I go take and do waiting I love. Waiting you love. Oh. No be waiting I love. Oh. Waiting I love. I go do what we done my heart. Oh. Go no be vodka. Mr. Money Ginger. But I know the waste time. Mr. Money Ginger. I can't waste my time.
Okay, right, we're going to pause it there because we are about to enter into H.E.R.'s part of the track. So let's cover off what we've had in the pre-chorus and in the chorus. So the first thing that we notice in the pre-chorus is that the sound of the snare changes. We also get some supporting vocals. We get these oohs, and they're lying just nicely underneath that lead vocal, and they are absolutely stunning. We also notice that as we progress on through the chorus, Asake, his vocals also become harmonized. We shift over into the chorus, and the first thing that we notice here is that those supporting vocals, at least in the way that they were being presented in the pre-chorus, they're gone. The bass, that changes, and we also get the introduction of some absolutely stunning strings. So let's go back and let's listen.
Don't care what they yarning about me in particular. Out here on the road chasing my dream because I know.
Right, pre-chorus coming up. There's those supporting harmonies. Snare has changed. Asake's vocals harmonized. Right, chorus now. Strings are in there.
Can't waste my time for no one. I came this life on my own now. Baby, you worry about you while I face my mother. I can't rely on too much money and too much pride. Still can't buy no peace of mind. Just count the blessings Baby, I've been way too focused to be stressed. Don't care if I'm lonely, if I want it, I'm obsessed.
Okay, right, we have just tipped over into the second pre-chorus, so let's discuss the second verse. Okay, so there's a couple of things to pay attention to within this second verse. Firstly, her, she comes in early. Secondly, bass, much more prominent in this verse than what it was in the first, and the same applies to the guitars, only in addition to that, the guitars are much more frequent in this second verse than what they were in the first. We also get some cuts within the track in this second verse, and I think they absolutely bang because it really helps to shift things up. But let's talk about the feature. I absolutely love it. And I think her, Asake, and the production team have done a really good job of striking this balance between bringing that kind of westernized and those R&B vocals to the track, but without detracting from the project or from the feel and the vibe of the original. And you know what? That's a really hard thing to do because culturally and musically, they are on completely different ends of the scale. And in my opinion, to hit that smack bang in the middle, which I think they've done, to give her room to do her own thing and to bring her own thing to this project without overdoing it so it just sounds weird, disjointed, and not great like we've heard in other cross collaborations, I think they've done an awesome job. So let's go back and let's listen. Second verse. Cuts. Guitars. Listen to the bass.
Too much money and too much pride. Still can't buy no peace of mind. Just count the blessings Baby, I've been way too focused to
another cut there.
Don't care if I'm lonely, if I want it, I'm obsessed.
Joint vocals now as well. And another thing that you'll notice, other than the joint vocals, which is different to what we had in the first pre-chorus, they also stripped the kick drum out of this pre-chorus. Let's just go back one or two. No kick drum, right? Back in now. Rings there. Outro. Okay, that's it for me. If you want to see more breakdown and analyses videos, there'll be things popping up on the screen right now. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and I will see you in the next one.